I don't have a button in this cookie. Cookie break, 1 second. Hola, what's up, peoples?
Let's see if she like it. Cherry up.
And what's up, peoples? Let's go! Hola, what's up, peoples? We're on part 2 at high school advice. 1 sec. Okay, yeah. High school advice. My social medias are down below. My Instagram, it's open in public. No, that's not my intro. Instagram. My public one, not my private one, obviously. My TikTok is open to public. My Pinterest boards, like college, I don't know, my room. Fun things to do with family and friends. And my Twitter, which I do not tweet on. I just repost and like. I do retweets, which my friends did. I mostly like food and animal pictures and retweet those. Please like and subscribe if you want or will. I forgot to say that in the last video, but it's totally fine. And let's continue with high school tips. Am I gonna put words on that? Probably not. It depends on if I feel like editing. Do I? Right now? No. And will I edit this right after? I'm supposed to. Will I? Probably not. I kinda want a cookie. I still want a cookie and grab a drink. It makes so much sense. I have one more cookie after this. Which means tomorrow I'm gonna go get a new one. This is the cookie tote which you get from Shaq's. I mean not Shaq's, from McDonald's, and you get 13, which is a pretty good deal for $5. One second. Okay, first piece of advice. Technically 11th, because I had the first 10 in the first video. Rebelling, no matter what anyone says, is part of growing up. You'll be your own person one day. Never let anyone push you into a group or tell you what to do and who you are. And this, I'm sorry, includes parents. Parents tell their kids so much. What they should be doing, why they should go to college, why they should be in high school, what grades they should be getting. And obviously, yeah, you should be getting grades, probably. But you do not need to go to college because somebody tells you to. You do not need to get that major because somebody tells you to. You are your own person. At the end of the day, what are you doing? You're growing up. You're going to become your own person. You're going to have your own family. Maybe you're going to have your own family. Maybe you're going to get married. Maybe you're going to have kids. Maybe you, the person who's in it is you, not them. You. They have their own life. They've done their own life. Maybe their parents made them do it. That does not mean you have to listen to them and everything. And soy mis padres, pero I don't know why I keep going into Spanish. Soy mis padres, pero rebelling is also part of life. And I'm not saying rebelling and sneaking out. Again, I said this at the end of the other video. You do not need to sneak out. That's the dumbest decision people have ever made in their life. But like, you're gonna talk back. You're gonna do things to your parents or families not okay with. That's okay. That's a part of growing up. Mistakes, like I said in the last video, part of growing up. Rebelling is a mistake. It's a part of growing up. People rebel as parents. You can be 40 years old, you're still rebelling against your parents. Let's be honest. So, rebelling is part of growing up, and you should not listen to what people say when they try to push you into things. Somebody tells you, especially if you're not into sports and your parents forcing you to do a sport, tell them you don't want to do that sport. Because now you're going your whole life doing something you don't love. You're not being the person you want to be. And that's where midlife crises come from on you don't know who you are. Because now you've grown up to be this complete person that your parents, or not maybe parents, but somebody has pushed you into being. You do not have to get into a clique just because your friends are in that clique. You can be friends with somebody in a different clique. I'm friends with somebody in a different group. You do not have to have the same interests as everybody. You do not have to be a different person. And this is basically just be yourself, which I think is the very last thing I have on here. So I'm going to definitely talk on that. But be yourself. Rebelling. Not doing what people want you to do all the time. Which isn't technically rebellious. That's being you. That is a tip. It may not sound like one, but that's a huge tip. Is you are who you are. You choose what you want, because at the end of the day, you're building life for yourself, not anyone else. Okay. Make new friends to hang out. Experience it while you can. Most of them don't bite. And I say that very funnily, because some of my friends will definitely bite you. But for the most part, you're going to make new experiences. I am someone who has regretted this my entire life, because I'm a senior in high school, and I can probably count on my fingers the amount of times I've hung out with friends outside of school. I can probably count on my fingers the amount of times I've had people come over to my house to hang out. Count on my fingers the amount of times I've gone out of my way to go hang out with somebody that was in a school event. I don't hang out much. And it's because of my anxiety, but it's also because I don't personally know how to. I don't know how to hang out with people. I don't know how to talk to people. And I have regretted most of my high school career, because I'm like, my kid's going to ask me what I did in high school in the future. The only thing I can tell them is I did my sports and I went to the dances. I went to the football games every single Friday because I love football, but I only went to the home games because I'm not driving out there to any other game. And that's all I can say I did. I can't say, oh, I went there and there and there with my friends. Also, I live in a town where we have nothing. But, so junior year, end of the year, I finally started doing more. I went to Six Flags with my friends after prom. I went to prom for the first time. Next year, I'm hoping I get to do a few more things outside of just school events where I can have fun. Because you gotta make friends, have fun, have experiences. Not sneaking out experiences. But like, go to a concert, go to Lollapalooza with your friends. Do something. Because you don't want to go your whole high school years doing nothing. Make the experiences, have fun. I forgot what that other thing was, because that's what it. Number one rule of anything in life is be yourself. You'll find the friends that will stay with you and be who you are further along after high school by being yourself. Like I said in the last video, if you have a big friend, no one says you can't stick with them the rest of the high school. Some people won't, and that's actually really good for you. Some people will. No one's saying you have to stay friends with them after high school. Half of the people you know in high school you probably won't see ever again in your life. Half of the people you will. Half of the people you run into 10 years later, like, oh my gosh, how was your life? How was your life? Blah, 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 blah. But one thing you should always do, and this is in high school again, this is number one life advice. I don't care how old you are. You can be 5 years old, you could be 20, you could be 50, you could be 40, you could be 102. Be yourself. Do not become a jock. Your friends want you to become a jock. Do not join band when you suck at the instrument, especially. Because your friends want you to join band. That is not being who you are. That is not being true to yourself. If you want to sing, go ahead and sing. If you're shy in front of doing it in people, you don't have to do it in front of people. Don't let people pressure you to do anything. If you are someone who, I love stuffed animals, I love blankets, and I express that fully. Not just to my friends, I express that fully to people. And a lot of people find it weird. Hey, a 17-year-old girl has so many stuffed animals and blankets. She loves them. Yeah, I do. I'm completely myself with that. I'm very weird. Make very weird comments. As you can see, my shirt literally says, sometimes I talk to myself and we both laugh. That is 100% true. I've started laughing under my breath sometimes and people just look at me so strangely. I'm just being myself. There are a few things you probably should not do in public. You can be yourself. You shouldn't do something in public though. But for the most part, being yourself is the number one rule. Not in high school, not just in high school, but in life. And that is one rule I completely have always followed. I've never strayed from that, and that is one rule I will always put as the top 10. If anyone ever asks me for advice, that is the one advice. That is the one piece of advice I would give them. If they say they don't know how to be themselves, the one thing I can say about that is maybe take a breather from everything in your life one day. Go on a vacation. I don't know, go take a walk. Think about everything, put some headphones on, read a book. I don't know. Just think about things and think about who you want to be. And then try to do that. And eventually you'll find yourself in that. Obviously, I don't have all the life rules because I'm 17. Turn 18, like, what? 3 months and 24 days, but I think it's 3 months. Yeah, 3 months and 24 days. I'm almost 18. I don't have all life advice, but I do have quite a bit. I've seen a lot happen throughout my life. You do not have to know what you're doing. You change your mind. Even now that you even haven't made it up yet. That's totally okay. Let's be honest. So I'm trying to choose and talk. Let's be honest. A lot of kids, when they were younger, said, I want to be an astronaut, firefighter, policeman, princess. Be real about that one, but that's cute and everything. I never said that. But anyway, I have had friends at the beginning of high school say, I want to go to marketing and have my own business. And now that we're seniors, they've gone different routes. But you know what? I want to be a therapist, one of them said. That's so fine. You changed your mind. That's so okay. And we've had speeches on this since we're in high school. Obviously, people come from colleges and give us speeches. One of the speeches was they went in for, what was it, writing? Some type of writing course. And they realized they absolutely hated writing. They hated that writing course. And they changed their course to be teacher. Teacher stuff to write, but it wasn't how they were. I think it was like literature or some American lit writing or something like that. I forgot what it was. But that's totally fine. Now, some people I do know, I know 2 people that have done this, have gone 3 years of college just to their last year switch their entire major. Well, that's also fine. You did just waste a lot of money, but it happens. It's happened so many times. I'm sure you can look up stories of it. And it's happened. You're not going to know what you want to do. And I say that as someone who knows what I want to do, but I know a lot of people who don't know what they want to do. Since I was a child, I wanted to be a teacher, but I've also had backup careers like vet and chef. And while I would still be a chef, I would never now be a vet because, yeah, I don't think I could be a vet. They have to put down dogs, so I can never. But I would still be a chef. I said I want to be an actress. I would still be an actress. I would do summer acting while being a teacher. I want to be a singer. I would be an actress during the summer, and if I didn't have any acting jobs, I would sing on a stage, and if I didn't, and then I would be a teacher throughout the other days. I would love to do that. That is my dream career right there. And I haven't changed that, but not a lot of people know that they want to do stuff like that, and that's what I want to do. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But the teaching might happen, or maybe not. Maybe in 2 years I'll change my mind after it's been made up my entire life. Who knows? I really hope not, though. Y'all put so much into this teaching. I really hope I don't change my mind. I don't think I will, though. Okay. You gotta say no sometimes. If you're tired and being pressured to go to a party, just say no. If someone borrows pens and papers every day and never returns them, eventually you have to say no. I'm someone who does not do this. I can't tell you how many pens and pieces of paper I've given to someone. And I don't say no. I need to start saying no more. I buy ponytail holders at least once every 3 months because I always give them out. About the ponytail holders, I don't really care about them. I probably should still say no sometimes. Going to parties, drinking. We don't have this big of a problem where I live. We have more of a smoking problem, not drinking. But we do have drinkers. And if you don't want to drink and you go to a party, say no. You can say no. You can say no to people. If people ask you for your candy, you can say no. The gum thing. Oh my gosh. If somebody wants gum from you and you really don't want to give them gum, don't give them gum. You don't have to. Saying no is a huge thing in life that we all gotta learn, because that's another rule of not just high school, but life. You gotta say no sometimes. And then there's people where it's like no means no. That's the whole like that thing. That does not just apply on that. That implies in life. If somebody says no, just take it as a no, and no matter what they're saying no to. Obviously, this does not apply to your parents, though. if you keep asking their parents for something and they keep saying no, keep asking them. That does not apply to that at all. I 100% agree with this. I will beg them, even if they say no. But when it comes to other people, no is no. No means no. That sounds very hypocritical. It 100% is. Do I care? Nope. Not at all. This mostly applies to just partiers, not me. But never take a drink from someone you don't know. Well, this isn't life. Not just high school. I can't tell you how many times I watch a movie, and that's a duh common sense. Ooh. I just deleted something I don't know what said. One second. This is a common sense thing. I don't care what the drink is. It might not even be alcohol. Don't take a drink from someone you don't know well or even trust. You can know this person for 2 years. If you don't trust them that much, don't take a drink from them. People can literally drug anything. Cola, water, pop, honestly, vinegar, alcohol. You don't take drinks from somebody. Not just at parties, because sometimes it doesn't even happen at parties. Sometimes it's a hangout. Sometimes it might just be like a school thing, school function. It less happens at school functions, mostly parties and bars, and you're not going to a bar at 18, but well, that depends on where you live. But for the most part, you aren't. But this just applies in life, not just high school. Do not take a drink from a stranger, especially someone you do not know that well, and from someone you don't trust. And that's a huge thing. And why this does sadly mostly apply to girls, this not only applies to girls, this applies to everyone. It could happen to anyone. So don't take drinks from strangers. I don't know how many times that has been said. Do not give a stranger your drink to watch. Don't know how many times that has been said. Do not leave your drink unattended anywhere. I don't know how many times that has been said. And sometimes if you're speaking and you're looking away, it's a good thing to, I don't know, cover your drink. It's smart. Because someone could just walk past, bloop. Anything could happen. We live in a not so safe world, sadly. So, this is not just high school, but this is life advice. But since this is a high school tip video, take it as a high school tip for the high schoolers. Don't take drinks from strangers, people you don't know well, people you don't trust. Do not leave your drink unattended. Do not give your drink to a stranger, and do not turn away from your drink for too long. Or even, it could even happen in a second. Do not just, because that applies with leaving your drink unattended away, because you're not paying attention to it. Watch your bags, people. Watch them. Do not fall for peer pressure. No matter how much you want to be liked, you don't gotta go drink that beer or vodka or shotgun that beer. If they ask you to shotgun, you do not have to go jump in the pool completely nude. You do not have to go to commando. I've heard somebody dare somebody to go to commando to school. Don't do it if you don't want to do it. Don't do it in general, please. Because if you get chemicals on you, some way somebody has a chemical on you, now you're going completely nude in school. Peer pressure. One of the biggest reasons some people drop out of school, honestly. Don't fall for it. One of the biggest reasons people get addicted to things. Don't do it. Again, this gets with saying no. You can say no. We had a whole lesson on peer pressure in middle school, elementary school, high school. And while I did not listen to those things, obviously we should be listening to them because they provide you with a lot of knowledge. But at the same time, I was thinking in middle school, high school, elementary school, y'all, this is common sense. But some people don't have common sense. And they fall to peer pressure. So use your common sense. I'm saying that to a whole bunch of people who do not have common sense. Okay, 3 more. Nah. Don't be fake. Sometimes that pleases everyone. You don't need to please everyone. But some people are bound to pick up on that behavior and overuse that and you. It's not just fake necessarily because that's more people pleasing. Also, don't be fake because some people can sense you being fake. Some fake people, and those people that's like, oh, I'm your best friend, and they will use you. Now, fake not only applies to people that use you and to the people that just fake and toxic. That applies to being fake as a people pleaser. Do not fake your. I can't say that because I do that. Do not fake like being happy of doing something. If somebody keeps asking you to, I don't know, get up and sharpen a pencil for them, and you keep doing it. Don't do that, because now they're gonna keep using you to do it. Don't be fake in any type of way, whether it's nice or not. Unless a pregnant lady asks you, does she look nice? Never tell a pregnant lady she doesn't look nice. Be fake in that moment. Do something you honestly enjoy, not something someone is pushing, forcing you to do. This is what I'm talking about, like sports. Don't be forced to do sports or a class you don't want to take. High school, it's hard enough with pressure. You don't want to go out for girls wrestling? You want to go out for girls wrestling but think they're allowed? Go. Try out for it. Have fun. Screw what everybody else thinks. You want to be on the boys volleyball team? People make fun of you? So what? Do it anyway. It's something you enjoy. Have fun. Ignore the idiots who can't be bothered to have fun and who has poor masculinity issues. Do something you genuinely enjoy. I can't speak to them. There's going to be people laughing at me for doing something I love. At that point, I say screw it. And you should too. Do something you enjoy. Boys volleyball, girls wrestling, skating club, if that's the thing where you go. Bowling team, if that's the thing where you are. Go have fun. It's high school. Maybe you'll never have the chance to do it again. I don't have a button in school too. Cookie break, 1 second. When you see something on my TV, I'm talking, ignore it. Last thing. I finally enjoyed high school. I stayed at home a lot. Said that I didn't hang out. But also I did not hang out when I was asked in middle school, which is why people didn't ask me in high school. Make some plans yourself and ask for yourself. Don't wait for me to ask you for the first time today. And ask my friend if she wants to hang out. I've never done that before, really. I've never really asked people if they want to hang out. And sadly, I wouldn't really be able to hang out with her much anymore because she is graduated. We hung out. We went to the movies today. We saw Elemental. And I absolutely loved it. It was a really fun experience. That scares the crap out of me. My shadow. And hopefully I can do that more as a senior. There was one thing I was supposed to do. What was it? I don't know. You still that dinosaur? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, talking to myself and people and things. I'm talking to a figurine. Sorry, babe, you're not just a figurine. Anyway, because I'm apparently becoming delusional. How much Netflix? Heartstopper, y'all. Y'all don't know what this is. Maybe my Heartstopper's coming out. I'm so excited. I don't know why I said that. There's literally nothing to do with this video. Oh, I gotta end this video. Peace out, people. Hope you enjoy. See you in the next one. Preocupe. Ay, ay. Y hombre. Y thirsty.